Taking a look at this Fender Telecaster FSR that I bought recently off of Reverb. Now, a couple of my little warning signs went off for parts caster. The first thing was, as I looked at this neck plate, it has a bend in it, right? Okay, so that, I was like, oh, that's weird. It seemed over-tightened too a bit. And so that was a sign that, oh, the neck pocket may not be right, okay? That's very important to have a good wood-to-wood contact on the bottom of the pocket. I don't worry about the side so much. If you look at that, that's super, maybe a little bit of paint, but that's like a Fender thing. They overspray a little bit now and then. So that's not an issue. It seems okay, okay? So I'm just going to leave that as it is. The pickguard was loose on a couple of the screws. Like 2 of the screws were not really biting into anything at all. So that was another parts caster warning, because I don't think it would leave the Fender factory like that. And so all you do here is you just bust off a toothpick inside of there, right? You don't even have to use glue or anything. And then the screw will have something to grip against. Okay, so that's sort of a basic thing, right? As far as the control, this is bent slightly too, right? And I just don't think it leaves the factory with that many oddities on it, right? And so, yeah, he said in the listing it is a Mojo tone harness here. So, I mean, it looks good and everything. It looks real clean and everything, so that's not a huge... And half the time you don't know when you buy something used, is it a parts caster, is it Fender stock? This is all looking good. This has the P90 in it. Super quiet, actually. And I don't know, I didn't take up the bridge to see if it's shielded, and I'm probably not going to. But I just don't hear a lot of extra noise. And I've had P90s in Les Pauls before, and they were noisy. So I was kind of worried about that, because I hate extra noise. So I'm going to put her back together, put my strings, which are Ernie Ball regular slinkies, or I like hybrid slinkies too. I just don't have any of them right now. And then I'll see if I like it any better, because it wasn't really popping for me like my other Tele does. I forgot to mention that the neck on this thing, I just put it in this box to store it for myself. It has, it had that sticker, that UPC sticker. I felt it was getting in the way. This looks nice and flat. Maybe sometimes the wood from the screw hole sticks up and acts like a shim, because the neck pocket, it didn't look completely flush. The neck's flush, the pocket's flush, so something's haywire there, and that's a very important a component. Not the sides of the pocket and the back of the pocket, but the flat part of the pocket. Okay, that part has to be dead flat, and the back of the neck does too. And try to get away from using shims if you can, because I think they foul up the tone.